Yeah. It's a big game. Who you know that got it behind the scenes like behind the O-line soon as the QB say hype. It's big game, big game. Analysis from the player's point of view. Injuries, big trades, player news. Yeah, sector competition, and he play with Tony Dungy. Better listen, I'm talking about Big Game Sports Buzz. Said everything you need and more. Yeah. Big Game Sports Buzz. I thought I told you once before. We call him Big Game James. Yeah, Big Game James. Big Game James.
What's going on, everybody? It is that time of the week. It is Tuesday. It is time for Big Game Sports Buzz with the sports fanatic and the pro athlete. Get together and talk about sports and everything else around it. I am Jay Stoggs, one of the hosts here. Both nerd, let's go. Of course, I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, the reason why we have this show called what it is, Big Game James. What up, dude? How you feeling?
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, another day here on this rock we call Earth. Johnny, glad you're here, man. Way to show up. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it.
Great moves in Tampa, Johnny. Great moves in Tampa, man.
You know what I mean? There you go.
About as good as the old people Dallas signing right now. Dude.
I mean, we haven't even started, and this is how we doing it. This is how we doing it. Yo, make sure that you, Make sure that you like, subscribe, and smash that bell so you know when Big Game Sports Buzz does come on. Glad to see that you're here. Per the usual, you can check us out also on Spotify, on Amazon, on Apple, wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. We are there. Yeah, shots fired, man. Hey, look, y'all did it. Y'all doing it to yourself. Y'all doing it to yourself. So, yeah, there's that. You sound like I have an echo. Man, my guy Wallace. You know what? I'm just gonna try and do what I can do. I don't hear the echo. What you're saying there is, so
you good, man. Don't just keep rolling. You straight, man.
Okay, cool. Wallace, good to see you, my guy. Way to check in with us. Again, make sure that you like, subscribe, and share as well, and hit that bell. A lot of happenings going on in the NFL, and we're definitely going to talk about that as well as the NBA. But before we do that, let's go ahead and let's get in the 4 down. So as we alluded to, look, we were kind of, just thinking about what we're going to talk about today. But the reality is that there's so much going on in the NFL right now.
Dude.
Game is on one. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with Game right now. I guess he's so upset about what Tampa Bay is doing.
No. The shots fired were directly at you guys signing Stephon Gilmore, bro. Nothing to do with what Tampa's got going on.
Oh, we're good. I'm good with Stephon Gilmore. I'm good with that.
So
I'm so good with that. You tell me how Noah Brown works out for you.
Well, I will. It's all good, though. We straight. Hey, we got Jamel Dean back. That's one of the biggest things we had to do. Got some old pieces shuffled off to on the offensive line to free up more cap space. We're gonna be all right in this thing, dog.
Old pieces is right. Listen, I mean, I get it. Free agency has just started. It's just opening. But man, there are some major moves. I don't want to get to him yet. We will get to him, but I don't want to get to him yet.
Who's him?
You know who?
Oh, him downstairs. Yeah, we don't want to get to that yet.
We don't want to get to him yet. But let's talk about a franchise if we can.
Let's do this.
Is Miami making the play to say, this is our year? We're going to do it this year.
I
mean, Tyreek Hill last year, Jalen Ramsey this year. Like,
all right, Jay, I'm gonna ask you this question, dog. And,
yeah.
and people might think I'm crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Watching Jalen Ramsey play in a Rams uniform last year, I'm not blown away by it, dog. Are you blown away by that move?
Listen, I
They're
mean,
trying to make moves, but I mean, tell me what you think.
I mean, just the fact that he's still, I won't say elite, but he is still a great defensive back. He can still do the job.
No doubt.
Right? I mean, how do we like Darnold?
You talking about last year or going to San Francisco this year?
I mean, he's gone as well. So that whole Rams organization looked like poo. So,
man,
I mean,
I guess the Dolphins are, and Raheem Morissette, Mostert, is coming back along with Jeff Wilson as well.
mm-hmm.
Adding Jalen Ramsey. If Tua can keep his brain unscrambled, I feel you. I feel your pain. I mean, Dolphins trying to do their thing, man. Oh damn! And as we speak of the Dolphins, look at the chat, dog. Look who came in talking Dolphins.
Wait, hey Joe, good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Tell me, we don't have Dallas expectations. I'm behind on the chat right now. I had to refresh. Miami could go big, could be a big time contender. But that's the part. That's the part. Tua has to stay healthy. We're gonna Joe, don't do that. Don't do this to yourself. I don't see Ship in the Finns' future this year. They're acting like they are. Yeah, put the brakes on. Ramsey isn't playing the same after he got his money. We'll see, man.
Yeah, Wallace, you're right. The first he talked about that damn Brinks truck. He wanted that Brinks truck backed up to the building. He got his bread. He got his championship. He's just not the same player to me, dog. I just don't see it.
But see, I think the change of scenery, I think is a good thing. You can talk to this, right? Going from Tampa Bay to Indianapolis, when a player changes scenery, sometimes that puts fire in your belly, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm mad now though, because as soon as I leave, they win a championship.
That part, they have elite players on their defense.
Hey, Eric, welcome in. Jay and I are gonna. I'm gonna bring something up on the quarterback thing for the Buccaneers. I mean, you ain't got to show all of them if it don't make no sense. Just
pull
it up.
You're right. It's only on paper, but I like chances. I'm putting them up because this right here, Joe. Let me tell you about paper, okay?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys on paper are champions. On paper.
Only on y'all's paper, bro. Let's see. No, yes.
No. QB. Well, no, it's true.
Eric, they got something working, man.
They got nothing working.
Now it's okay. And Kyle Trask is gonna be okay, man.
You better stop that.
Why won't he be? He was a second-round draft pick who had to come in and be behind Tom Brady. You have no idea what he can and can't do because you haven't seen him because Grandpa was on the field. So there's no way for anybody to speak on Trask. Yeah, come on now. Let's keep it all the way 100. Anybody that knows me knows I was never a Tom Brady fan until he put the pewter and the pirate on his helmet, right? Now that he's gone, fuck him. It is what it is. It is what it is.
It's gonna be a fun podcast tonight. Yeah, man. Look, I don't know about Ramsey wasn't ready for LA. He was ready. Hey
man, that LA can get anybody. Big bright lights, big city, dog. I go out there listen to a little bit of Nipsey Hussle or some old Snoop Dogg. Man, he could be in trouble.
You saying Miami can't?
It's tame compared to. Hold on. Damn. You may have a.
I'm just saying. Wait, Jay, you just saying that about Ramsey because Mike burnt him. He did.
True. Fact.
He did.
Facts.
Who is this David? David who? You hope Bucks get David back.
Levante David, man. Come on, linebacker. They let him test free agency because they don't have the money. Come on. Hey, Levante David been a staple with the franchise since he's been there. One of the best linebackers in the NFL.
Joe, fact. I thought we were going to be friends. Clearly, we're not. Every year, Cowboys paper champs. Come on, man. Come on. Johnny, I got faith in Trask. You know what? You and Game. Here's the issue with y'all right now. Y'all have faith in this, knowing y'all. Who's your coach right now?
Tom Bowles,
Who's your coach right? Who's your offensive? Who's running the offense right now?
David Canales, who had Geno Smith looking like a superstar fool. Don't forget, he helped make Geno Smith relevant.
Bruce Arians.
What, Bruce isn't the coach? What are you talking about?
Isn't he though? Doesn't he come down to the sidelines?
No, man, go on with that. You know, that's that Jerry World shit.
It's not Jerry. I mean, Jerry does. Jerry does. But your boy is down there coaching.
Man, Cowboys haven't made a relevant move in free agency over the last 20 years, and yet your record shows it. You think you can do everything through the draft, and you haven't done it.
Make the playoffs.
Shit, we made the playoffs. What do I mean? We both watched the Super Bowl.
We both watched it.
And if my memory serves me correctly, my friend,
yes, here we go.
We've won one more recently than you guys have.
But we've won more. And that's all that matters. We've won more. We won more.
Yeah, Stephon Gilmore, if you know,
Canals is the truth. We'll see.
Gilmore did okay for the Cowboys. I mean, for the Colts when he signed for them.
Yeah.
He plays well. He's older. Is it gonna help? Yeah, who knows? Whatever.
Hey, Johnny, that's what I'm saying. Whatever. You boys don't want to see Arians come back downstairs. He don't want to come back downstairs.
No, I'm gonna say this. Hey, Johnny, and we had this discussion when I was with my family. Shout out to, Joe and everybody else that we were chopping up sports all together in Florida this past weekend. And the only problem about that is Arians stepped down.
Yeah.
He had the Bucks appoint Bowles as the head coach. So now there's no way that he could try to get back into the coaching position without firing his protege and someone that, looked for him and a guy that he handpicked for the job. And in all honesty, if Brady wouldn't have come back, Bowles would have never been named coach. I don't think Arians ever steps away if Brady didn't come back last year. I think that was a move that had to happen for Brady to come back. And it happened, and now they can't fix it. You want John Gruden back? Why?
No, you don't, Eric.
John Gruden. Let me say this. Yes, John Gruden won the team his first Super Bowl, but let's all face it. He won that with Tony Dungy's defense. John Gruden has been overrated for a long time. And a lot of people want John Gruden because he gets to work at 4 a.m. He rips him a new one. All he does is frown and yell. And he had chances to succeed after that. And he didn't. He dramatically went downhill after the Super Bowl, and now is out the league because of some asinine statements that he made.
Yeah. That's the word on the street. Arians got pushed out by Brady. But that's the word. That's the word on the street. Now,
that's fact, bro.
True or not? Hey, but there's words that Brady may come back to Miami. I don't think he is at all. He's done.
I think Brady's done as well. And I think, like I tell everybody, and like I said F him, I'm joking, but I simply said, and there's a piece on our channel. They can go to Big Game Sports Buzz and look at it. Thank you, Tom Brady, because Tom Brady helped revitalize a city and a team that was in a funk for a long, long time. We went through a bunch of different quarterbacks. We went through different coaches. We went through coordinators. And it was tough to watch and be a fan for a certain stint of time. And Brady helped deliver something that was so desperately needed. Now, everyone's saying no rebuild, that we just going to plug pieces in. But we made some moves to help. And I'm not about to make this a Buccaneers show because we have the pewter perspective for that. So to all my friends and fans that are coming and watching from Buccaneer groups, stay tuned for Game's pewter perspective where, and I'm going to get a more solid night for that during the football season to bring y'all stuff weekly and keep doing my shorts on the Buccaneers. Mock Draft 2.0 is coming tomorrow. But anyway.
He's done his time. But let's stay in the division now. So Carr's in New Orleans. Guess who? And so they re-signed Michael Thomas. He's excited for 1 year.
He's excited, but is he going to be healthy?
Well, he said, hey, he's excited. He's calling Carr on the phone, like, let's get started. and they also re-signed. Guess who's back? Jameis Winston. He's back in New Orleans.
I'm glad you mentioned him because I want to speak on that, Jay. I want to speak on so it was rumored going into the weekend that he was given an ultimatum that he had to restructure his deal or be cut. And I know the business of the league, you restructure deals, but my thing is, even though, when the deal Carr got, we knew Carr was coming in to be a starter, right?
Yeah.
So many of the backups have never been asked to take a pay cut to where it was already only going to be like $4 million. So I think $8 million. I think they got him. So this season he's coming back. He's a backup for $4 million. I know he's not really going to complain about the money, but do you think Jameis Winston got slighted?
No, because you look around the league, just like you said, and not to, again, put this into that whole Cowboys perspective, but our starting quarterback restructured because he had to, because he understood that, hey, we got to bring people in. Our running back restructured.
But there's a lot more money on that. There's a lot more money on that Saints
I get what you're
and
saying,
that Saints roster to where, okay.
I get what you're saying. But
people like Chase Daniels, people like there's other backup quarterbacks making way more money than Jameis Winston that's not being asked to take a pay cut.
I'm not saying it's not true, but I think it's also that perspective of either take the pay cut or restructure or get cut. That was Ezekiel Elliott. They're like, look, we're gonna cut you or you restructure. That's how it goes. There's no. That's what it is. So, and I'm trying to get to I'm trying to get to this chat here.
And the comments are hot, man. Let's keep.
I'm saying I got you, man. Lion signed David Montgomery. Big deal. I don't know if that is.
It's nice. That's a good addition at running back for them, man. To add on to what they already had.
Yeah, and they already are scoring points.
Swift, that's not bad, man. The Detroit, and I haven't said this a lot ever.
What?
I believe we leave that up. Detroit is going to be a team to be worried about this year. I believe that. Now, there's a lot of rumors that this is close to happening. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but to me, you can get Baker Mayfield for not a whole lot of money, and if you bring in somebody that has some starting experience that Trask can compete with, you let them compete. They need another quarterback on the roster anyway.
Look, that's great. I'm glad Andy Dalton is still in the league. Matt Ryan, no. Matt Ryan, Eric, come on now.
Matt Ryan need to go play golf somewhere and call it a
day. Jacoby Brissett and Baker, to be honest, I agree with you. He has been steady.
That's not a name that's being thrown around enough. I think Jacoby Brissett would be solid anywhere he goes, and I wouldn't mind seeing that at all in Tampa, man. Yeah. That's a good one, Johnny, for sure.
Yeah. I like that. Winston said that if he had to be a backup, he wanted to stay with the Saints, and I think that again, he understands the city, the system, and all of that, or whatever is going to be. So I think it's a good thing.
Wallace, I'm not mad at him because at the end of the day, he assured himself more than likely a job, opposed to testing for agency, not getting anything, being out of a job. He assured himself a job. So I'm never mad that Jameis Winston did what was right for Jameis Winston. At the end of the day, he had to make that decision. But for the article to come out like, well, they gave him an ultimatum: either you restructure or you're gone. And it may not have been presented to him like that. I just didn't like the way that the article presented himself, and I took it some kind of way.
Yeah, that's clickbait, man, if you ask me. Wallace, again, Matt's playing days of Ryan. Matty asked Matt Ryan's days are over. They're done. He should go and be an analyst somewhere, a coach or something, or whatever he wants to do. But playing professional football, no, he can go to XFL maybe. I don't know.
Should Bucks take swing at Kirk Cousins? I wish I had a button that said hell no.
Ooh.
No, because one, he's carrying too much money. He's carrying too much money on that contract that the Buccaneers couldn't even play around with it without restructuring anything.
Joe, you're not my friend. You're not my friend. Matt from the Dallas show. You're not my friend. To the book, Matt Stafford. That's interesting. That's interesting. John said no, hell no. That's interesting.
You heard them brakes screeching? No.
I heard them. But that's interesting.
No, I'm not trying. And Jay, I might sound funny or crazy to people. I like a young Trask to give a chance to before you bring in a Matt Stafford.
Well, Matt Stafford has won a championship.
So do you want him in Dallas over Dak Prescott?
Wait, Johnny. No to the hell no. He said he's from Tampa.
Who's from Tampa?
I don't know.
Matt Stafford's from Highland Park, Texas.
Well, he moved there, yes. He's not originally from there. I believe he's originally from Ohio, isn't he?
Eric said Tampa. I don't know. Wherever he's from, keep him there. I don't see him being that much of a play.
Yeah, he's staying Matt Stafford. He's from the Bay.
I just know he played at Highland Park before he went to Georgia.
He did move
That's
there.
all I know.
Get playoffs. Hey man, look. The real deal is when you start, and I'm so glad free agency is now starting back up, and players are moving, because we do have to talk about the elephant in the room. One, Deuce Dodgers has been moved to the Jets.
No, it hadn't happened yet.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
It's
gonna
though?
happen.
Is it?
Oh God! And I don't want to do that, but yes, I wanted to. Why? Why can't it happen? Why can't it happen?
Okay. You really think? Yeah, you want it to happen. But if you're the Jets organization, is this really your best option, Aaron Rodgers? He's probably got 1 year left.
Say Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson.
Yo, my whole thing, not trying to be funny. If I'm the Jets, and I was about to ask you this, I'm glad Eric said it. If I'm the Jets, I'm going after Lamar Jackson before I go after Aaron Rodgers for 1 year. Aaron Rodgers has a longer window of play left, shelf life left.
Yeah. But and here's the thing too. Chris Cole was good. Here's the thing that about Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love in Green Bay. And I'm gonna put this up here, Johnny, but the thing about that is Jordan Love is on that 4th year. So they got to see what they got with him before they pick up that 5th year option. For real.
I don't think he's played a game in like 2 games. I think we know that the marriage of Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay is over. Like it has to end regardless of who he goes to, how to release him, either retire or not retire.
Yeah.
The saga's got to end. But then did you see the wish list the fool had? Alan Lazard, Randall Cobb, Odell Beckham Jr., Mercedes Lewis. Randall Cobb and Mercedes Lewis, like they done in my age, dog. They done.
I'm just saying that's what he said. Hey, all right, we're gonna get to this but I'm still there though with the fact that he's got to move on. The organization has to move on from him. Trask has only 1 year left on his rookie contract. He was a 2nd round pick. If they don't use him, and that pick is a bust, and 2nd round pick is far too valuable to waste.
I agree. Those first 3 rounds are very important, man. You have to utilize those picks.
Absolutely. Is there any way that the Bucs get Lamar? I don't think so. I don't know if they have the money for him.
Well, I don't think you can go the conventional route of the whatever kind of franchise tag they put on what you have to give up to first. You would have to talk him into signing that contract. Signing that franchise tag with them, then working out a trade, and then doing a long-term deal with them. That would be the only way to make it make sense.
Right, because of the tag they put on.
Man. Yeah, Johnny, Aaron Rodgers drama. I titled the show Aaron Rodgers holding NFL free agency hostage. Because here it is, you have the Jets and Green Bay pausing on what they can do because they're waiting to hear, what this fool's gonna do, man. And it's just
that's what he likes to do.
I'm so over Aaron Rodgers, bro.
He's a douche. That's why I call him douche Dodgers, man. It's what it is. Lamar isn't going anywhere. He'll be with the Ravens for the next 5 years at least. I don't know.
It
I think
doesn't
it's
seem
gotten
like it
to the
though,
point.
Johnny.
It doesn't seem like it, but I mean, we said the same thing about Michael Thomas, and he was just adamant about leaving, and he signed a 1-year deal when Derek Carr came in. So there you go. You know.
Wallace, I'm about to check that out, bro. You might. How long ago did Jordan Love come out of Utah State, bro? I'm about to look at that and see.
Yeah, this is his 5th year. I
I'm
was
kind of
thinking this
intrigued by
fourth or
that as
fifth year.
well.
But so I think it's his 4th year because the big thing is if they don't, basically they have to decide if they want to pick up his 5th year option or not. And if they do, they're gonna have to pay him.
No, this is his 4th year.
Yeah, that's what
This will be going into his 4th year, not his 5th year.
He's going his 4th year.
Okay, cool.
So again, yeah. If you don't know, then you don't know. You know,
you sounded like a Geico commercial just now.
Hey, but he is the top prize. Hate to say it, he is the biggest domino. He is the biggest domino. He is. Buckeye Falcons players on roster reunite Julio. No,
Julio need to go too. I'm glad we got Gage re-signed,
right?
And he restructured his deal. That was a good pickup for us. I'm glad that he bounced back from that, that vicious hit he had in the playoff. But that was a good signing. Julio Jones, not so much. The wheels have come off on that vehicle, on that sports car, and it's time for him to go to a cruise machine. Hey, shut up, because I know what's coming. I know. I see it on you. I see it written across your buff nerd glasses.
But I think I told you so. I think I was the one that said
foul. Flag.
No, it's not a foul. It's not. I believe I was the one that said when Tampa Bay signed Julio Jones, I said this is not a good signing. Oh, you're hating.
Well, you pulled the stats up, Jay. I told you then you changed my mind. You pulled the stats up, and it made me scratch my head.
The dude has not had over 8 touchdowns in the season.
Oh, dog, here we go. You don't have to make me relive.
And he only did it twice. He only got 8 touchdowns in the season twice. Yet he's elite.
Man, listen here, bro.
I just said, man.
Hey, Wallace, type in the chat what you really think about Heineke.
Some moves you don't need Julio back. Thought Julio was an AB replacement.
Why are you laughing at that, Jay?
Because AB was more productive than Julio.
That we know, but at the time you thinking Julio may have come with a little. No, I didn't, because he didn't do nothing in Tennessee that last year there. You're right. But that being said, Christopher Cole.
Green Bay lets QBs hold them. Yeah, hey, you are exactly correct. They love it. They love the drama.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, you're right, man, because
they love the drama.
They could have ended this a long time ago. You draft Jordan Love and extend Aaron Rodgers. It's just it just that made no sense at all.
Really, you thought the Gage signing surprised you?
Well, the restructuring. A lot of people thought that Gage was going to leave, and not because he could have got some more money somewhere else. He's a good enough number 3 to get money elsewhere. So, Johnny, I kind of agree with you. That was kind of surprising.
Yeah, that's why Bucks can't get no QB yet. I think also people are holding their breath to see what Tom does.
No, the Bucks are holding their breath about Tom Brady. He's done, bro. What Usher said, he signed them papers. Them papers.
So I mean, yeah, it's quite possible, but there's going to be more free agent signings, more moves, more trades, and I'm here for all of it. I think it's great, absolutely, and especially to see who moves where and what's going on. Let's see. I think Heineke was a good pickup to compete with Ritter, and he fits the type of QB Arthur wants. Possibly.
Yeah, they like that mobile quarterback, and I'm not trying to be funny. I said Heineke was a name that I said if he snuck into Tampa for the cheap, I wouldn't have been mad at it.
No, I like Heineke. I do.
Oh,
When are the Cowboys going to get a QB? Johnny, is this what we're doing? We have a quarterback. That's it. Everything was good. To surprise.
yeah. I thought Dean. Oh, I didn't think that we were going to be able to bring him and him or Sean Murphy Bunting back, and we got Dean to stay in Tampa, which was big because he was the biggest cornerback on the market from what everybody said. That he was the one that a lot of people wanted to go after, and to get him to come back and the guarantee money he got that we're able to stretch out to where it still gives us some cap room is big. That's big.
Yeah,
I'll take it. I will take it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do, but he's not a backup. He's not a backup.
Well, here's a question for you, Jay. Since we're having a good open forum and discussion tonight,
we kind of are.
Is this a make or break it year for Dak Prescott? If he doesn't get to at least the NFC Championship game, do the Cowboys need to start looking for another quarterback?
Yes. You've had your chances.
Y'all make note.
Yeah, it is. I continue to say this. He's had chances. He's had coaches that were friendly towards him and tried to work with how he plays. He's had young coaches. He's had older coaches. He's come in a system where he had a quarterback that arguably some would say is one of the best Dallas Cowboys quarterbacks of all time, statistically speaking. But this is the year. This is the year for
pull up that last comment, man.
I saw it, man. Could get Aaron Rodgers if Jets fall. No.
Buccaneer, but you talking about the Cowboys
Bucks?
could get Aaron Rodgers.
No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Look, Johnny, come to the show, man. Just come. Listen, I would like to say I'm one of the realest fans out there. I understand what this is. Okay. Dak is a good quarterback.
Yeah.
He's good. But he ain't great.
Johnny, the Buffalo usually keeps it. He usually keeps it real. He does have those lapses where he falls into the Cowboy fan zone. Well, he'll say something kind of asinine, and you just got to kind of reel him back in.
I don't know about all that, but it is what it is. Okay, he is what he is, and you win. You win with Dak, not because of Dak. And I've said that before, and so I'll leave it there. I think we're good on the 4 downs. That was fun. I like that one. That was fun.
Just 4. That was 4 downs, but that was like no huddle, quick tempo 4 downs right there.
That's it. But I liked it. And so now, if you're ready, the kind of stuff,
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no.
That's right, Coach. This is the time where we look at stuff that happens throughout the week in sports, and it makes us say, oh, hell no. Game, do you have one today?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Lopez and Lyle fight last night. I don't know what triggered it, but I just know this dude just reached up and started choking Brooke Lopez out of nowhere. Everybody had to jump in to break it up, and I really didn't think much of it at first. But it's just like, hey man, come on, give me a break. Something's gotta give. And it's just like if we gonna get a fight in basketball, can we get some real punches thrown and quit like with the jersey pulling and grabbing? No, to me, Jay, that's just the whole fight and the way it went. That's just the old hell no to me.
They don't fight in basketball. They don't fight. And you know what? Maybe that's a good thing because you don't want to have 6'7", 280-pound men just wildly swinging, right? Like you did with the Charles Barkley Shaquille O'Neal fight. That was horrible.
You didn't like that helicopter technique that was used in that fight, Jay? You didn't like that, dog?
Listen, I'm good. If I go to a basketball game, I want to see basketball. If I go to a boxing match, I want to see boxing. Okay, I don't want to see that mixed. So, yeah, there's that on that. For me, it's actually something I sent you so that I can remember what it was.
Oh,
And
smart man. That's what because I had another one. I straight forgot, but
no, it's all good. Basically, what happened was this: Mississippi Valley State and New Orleans had a baseball game. It was bottom of the ninth. Mississippi Valley State is up. The ump calls a strike two. Okay, kind of questionable. The strike three was way out. Third ball, way out. He calls a strike because the game had gone on for about 4 hours and he was ready to go. He was ready to go. So if you look it up, Tempest Flare, Mississippi Valley State and New Orleans, like it was just egregious. Like it was so bad. It was so bad that the Southland Conference actually has suspended that umpire indefinitely because of the calls that he made.
Damn.
Dude, if you don't want to be there, don't be
I'm
there.
sure he could have found somebody else to take his place that day.
Take his spot.
You have one job to do, and you not doing it to the best of your ability impedes the integrity of the game itself, man.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
don't mess up the contest of what those young men are doing, or young ladies if it's a softball game another time. You don't go to work that day. Get somebody else in there for you so the game can be called fairly in the way it should be called. That's bull right there, Laudo.
That's it. So
hey, if you are watching this live right now, please hit that thumbs up so that
hit the thumbs up and the like.
So we can make that algorithm get us a few more people in here checking us out, man. As we doing our thing. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, for sure. As you in with man Ryan over. It's great. Eric is coming in. Look, I'm gonna post this because I don't understand it either. I don't know why the Panthers signed Andy.
So, Eric, type this in so I can understand this fully. So you're saying Buccaneer fans don't want Baker Mayfield, but would rather have Matt Ryan? Is that what you're saying? Because if that's the case, I slap all Buccaneer fans that say that Matt a washed up ass. Did they see him in Indianapolis this past year? Did they see that?
No, that's what I'm saying. On Twitter, man, look.
I mean, Eric, Twitter got a bunch of trolls on it, and not everyone on Twitter has sense.
Yes,
don't he's been to the
He's been to the playoffs.
I've been to the playoffs. You can't bring my old ass back and sign me. Come on, man. Going to the playoffs and being a capable quarterback. Matt Ryan has a noodle for an arm right now.
Yeah. He is Matt
cannot make the throws that he used to throw. Now, Matty Ice from a long time ago is a bad man. It's not that anymore. And he showed that. Next, somebody gonna tell me that we should go get Carson Wentz.
Oh, I think I did see that earlier.
Man, don't play with me like that, dog.
That's one of the ones that it was coming in so hot that I was like,
I'll jump off the top of my house, bro.
Hey, y'all, you know what? You already have a walker down there for Tom Brady, so he can just use his.
All right, we speaking no more Brady in this show tonight. You understand that? God damn it. No more Brady in this show tonight, dog. I don't want to hear it.
Just saying. I'm just saying. They already got a walker down there. They had it for Julio. They had it for Tom. They can get it for Matt. You can use it too.
You just got all kind of jokes tonight, huh?
Yeah, I do. Makes me giggle.
All right.
Hey,
Man, what do we have? Johnny, I was too.
really? You was mad when he unretired?
Yeah. Because you want to know why, Jay? And I know we gotta keep this thing moving.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was mad when he unretired because you stopped the process of moving on then. We could have
Yes.
tried to get the next quarterback then. We could have seen what Kyle Trask could do, or we needed to pursue in
Yes.
all the backloaded money that's now counting against the cap that we had to make so many moves just to try to free up some room.
Yes.
Like we had to shop Shaq Mason today.
Mm.
You
shouldn't have to.
The free up, which he's an old offensive lineman. He was late and he came down to reunite with Brady from New England, and we traded him. We sent him off to the Houston Texans for a 7th round draft pick. So that's what we're getting back for. I mean, man, look, dog.
But that's good though. At least you're getting something.
Point of the matter is, I'm like, here, buddy. I was, believe it or not, because I already knew with that team coming back, then the injuries happened to make it worse. It was going to be tough.
Yeah.
And then Brady's arm looked like paper mache in some games.
Man, look, again, I hate to be that guy, but I told you so. He's old.
Oh, a 6th round pick for Mason, not 7th. All right. I knew it was something like that, though. It was a later round pick. What man? What are we laughing at, dog? I'm just saying.
Man, look, let's go to Keep It on the Court, NCAA edition.
All right, give me one.
All right, folks. So the NCAA March Madness, it is here. It is March. Let's go. Now you can finally actually watch college basketball and enjoy it, as opposed to, yeah.
And Jay, anybody that follows us on Twitter, I am going to post the Big Game Sports Buzz bracket buster. You know what I'm saying? It's free. So if y'all wanted to come in and do some bracket for some fun, it's gonna be in there, man. It will be on our Twitter page following the show at bgsportsbuzz and also at jcan97. And I think the Buffner will probably, I gave him the link. He'll share it on his as well. So
I would definitely share it on mine, and I will be in there this year.
And the password is Do It Big 97.
Do It Big 97. Make sure
capital
you
D. But I will put your capital D. Put that D. Oh, sorry, my bad. It's a family show. It's a family show.
Oh my goodness. Do It Big 97, capital D. Everything else is small. So make sure that you put that in, right? Do It Big 97. JK97, plus Big Game Sports Buzz or BG Sports Buzz. That's going to be fun for the brackets. But this was a story that kind of hit me, was the fact that UNC didn't make it, and they also opted out of the NIT. Do you think that is a good thing?
I do. And all the reason I say that, Jay, it's not good that they didn't make the NCAA tournament.
Right.
They were preseason number 1 this year coming into the basketball season.
Yes.
But I think with expectations being so high for North Carolina, if they get into NIT and get beat the first round, it kills so much for that program. So I think for them to be able to use the excuse of being injured or being hurt, not playing in it, kind of helps them save face a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, I heard from a reliable source that some of the issue going on down in North Carolina was 2 of their star players had the same girlfriend. And it caused an internal turmoil and rift. And next thing you know, they couldn't get it together on the court. And you had the team split in half between the 2 star players.
Yeah, that'll do it. Listen, again, it happened to us in Dallas with J Kidd and Jamal Mashburn and Jim Jackson, all of them, and Tony Braxton, but it just tore us apart, man. We just never really got it. So yeah, I get that. I totally get that. That is not where you want to be. The number 1 seeds. Let's talk about that. Alabama, Houston, Kansas, and Purdue are your number 1 seeds.
What number 1 seeds getting upset first? Because there's not going to be all 4 number 1 seeds in the Final Four, Jay. I'm afraid for Houston.
A lot of people have said that because of the injuries, but I'm actually looking at Alabama.
What?
I'm looking at Alabama because when I look at their bracket, you know,
Damn.
excuse me, when I look at their bracket,
Let me pull this
first
bracket
of
up.
all, you have Baylor in your bracket. You got Arizona in the bracket. You got Mizzou. You got some. San Diego State is no one, it's not a pushover. You got some really good teams in there. Purdue is not far behind
Yeah.
because you got Duke in that bracket, you got Tennessee in that bracket, you got Kentucky in that bracket, you got Kansas State in that bracket, you got Marquette in that bracket. So yeah, if it was Bama would be the one that I think would go out first, followed by Purdue, just because of their brackets.
Do you think Purdue's like they're big in size, but do you think it's like the athleticism that's gonna get them?
As far as Alabama, or
No, I mean just as far as Purdue going down.
yeah, I think so. I know they got that kid that's like just amazing, Eddie. But
And he like the size of a building.
hey, listen, he thicker than a Snicker. You know what I mean? That dude is big and he can run, he can move, but he's one person. And so I think when Purdue starts to come up against these types of teams, hey, okay, we'll let Eddie do his thing, but the rest of y'all not gonna do anything, right? He likes to pass. That's great. He can shoot the ball. He's menace down in the paint. But if you start bringing him out, yeah. And Wallace, I agree with that. I think Purdue will be the first. I still think Bama is it, but Purdue would be right there. Johnny, as long as Kansas takes the title, here's the thing about Kansas and titles. If they don't win them, they're hard pressed for that. They have great players. They have a great program, a great lineage, great coach. But when it comes to that Final Four,
if they can stay healthy though, man, I like their chances. I know they've been dealing with some injury going into the Big 12 tournament this year.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see, but like this is one of the first years I feel like I haven't done enough homework, and I'm gonna be like the ladies who base the playoffs on the best shopping in the cities. Some of these games, dog, I'm like, ooh. And the thing is, there's going to be an upset somewhere. You have to pick an upset. You have to pick that upset, and it's just like, where is that upset coming from? What am I going to do?
And we'll follow that throughout the week, or weeks as March Madness comes through. But who do we see in the final? In that Sweet 16, and then that that Elite 8 and Final Four. But yeah, for me, it's definitely that part that when you start looking at the brackets, I think Houston or Bama is going to win it all. I just don't trust Bama.
I don't trust Houston. And that's only because their star player got hurt in the conference tournament.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know how long his injury will last or how long he'll be out. But
hey, shout out to my Nevada Wolfpack men's basketball team for making the tournament, but they have to play the playing game tomorrow against Arizona State. Hey, can someone explain this to me? Why is it that you have the 2-16, like there's two set of 16 teams that have to do a play-in, and then two set of 11 teams that have to do a play-in? Like, how you go from 16 to 11? What about, 15, 14, 12, and 13? So like, why the hell you go all the way to 11 for a play-in game?
This is part of the extension. I don't know. I don't know.
Nevada worked really damn hard to get in this tournament, so I just really need them to beat Arizona State. And then the thing is, I think if they beat Arizona State, they would have to
Mhm.
play Iowa State in that first game, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
The bracket I have up has it at the bottom, not to the side of the where they would fill in.
Yeah.
And Iowa State, I mean, Big 12 basketball was pretty good this year. A lot of people hadn't given the Big 12
Yeah.
credit, but Texas, Kansas, Baylor, Iowa State,
TCU.
yeah, oh yeah, even the Horned Frogs didn't do too bad. So it ain't right, bruh. But hey.
What's not right? That's what it is. I mean, there was a time when it was all West Coast.
Hey man, can I tell you something? We weren't
Yeah.
even supposed to make the tournament, man. Shout out to Lavin, our head coach, man. He did a hell of a job of getting us in there. Hey man, Johnny, thank you for stopping by, man. Thank you for the support all the time. We really
For
appreciate
sure,
you, man.
for sure.
You have a great night and keep dropping that great content, man.
Yes.
Anybody that follows me on Facebook, y'all can find Johnny as one of my friends, and he does some really good content. He's even changed over from doing just Buccaneer stuff all the time to having some straight cool entertainment stuff out there as well. So man, y'all make sure y'all check out Johnny D.
Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, man, that's yeah, because exactly, Wallace, this is something new. The play-in used to be with the 16 teams, and it's because they've expanded now even further.
Right.
So it was 64, then it was 66, now it's 68 teams.
Hey Jay, let me ask you a question then.
Yeah.
Would you just rather see it be set at 64 and then everyone else has to go to the NIT? Just straight 64. The hell with the play-ins. Because a lot of people are like, we made the conference tournament. Dude, you played just, I mean, unless you Florida Gulf Coast that one year that made that little run. But for the most part, a lot of people are making a tournament just to know they're going to get beat the first round after they win the first playing game. Well, let me stop. I'll let you answer that, then I'm going to apologize to some people here.
Like the college bowls. But here's what I'll say to that. I actually think if you win your conference, that's an automatic bid.
Respect. Okay.
And then,
I can dig that.
And then once you do that, then you can start looking at the other teams. But if you win your conference championship, it's an automatic bid. You're automatically in, and you're seated as such.
All right, let me ask you this too as well, Jay.
Yeah.
If you win your conference regular season,
yes,
you're the best team.
Yes.
You lose your conference tournament championship game.
Mm-hmm.
Should you still be automatically in, or does
Are you the champion? Are you the champ?
You the regular season champ. You number 2 in the tournament, but you were the better team all year.
Dirk Nowitzki won the MVP and was swept in the first round that year.
Wallace, that's a good question. You know what? I think all these teams do still get some proceeds. So that's why I said I was going to apologize. I said I was going to let Jay finish his point about the 64 to 68 and apologize because I know that a lot of these people work their behinds off to get to that point, and they deserve that if they win the tournament, like Jay says, and they get picked. But at the same time, I also believe that the expansion was all about money as well.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
I feel two ways about it. I'm never going to be mad at the young men making a tournament, being excited to be there, because at the end of the day, there's only going to be one team that's excited at the end of the year anyway. Everyone else is going to feel heartbroken regardless.
Yeah.
So it's fine, man. They keep expanding, but next thing you know, it's going to be like 75 teams.
Oh yeah, it's going to be even bigger. It'll be longer. But again, I think if you just stick with your conference champions, and if you're going to have a tournament, then that's your tournament. You crown your champion, and from there, they can go to the tournament.
True.
But if you don't win it, then you don't go, or you have to wait for the consideration.
Okay.
Because Texas won Big 12, did they not?
They did, and shout out to that coach that had to step in and take over after all the things that went on with former coach Chris Beard, and to do that, that's big up to that program having to overcome some adversity, man. Hey, dude, Texas. My wife's like, I'm going all Texas, everything in the tournament. I just fell out laughing. She's like, I'm going all Texas. I was like, why she win the damn bracket? Because she ain't
She might win it.
Basketball.
She might do it. She might. Hey, you know what? It's getting to that time, man.
Hey, I got an easy one. Got to go for you tonight. Yup. Hey,
We gotta go. Let's do it.
Hey, one gotta go, Jay.
I hate this thing.
I know you do. And last week I got you with a good one, I know. But this one I kept it simple. It's just two people. One gotta go. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson. Let's go.
Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Why?
I'm a Prince head. Listen,
Okay.
Michael Jackson is a
Respect.
great entertainer. Prince is a musician. He's an artist.
Now,
I
Wallace,
appreciate artists.
to answer that question, Texas didn't get the #1 seed over Kansas because Kansas had the better record all year long. It was ranked in the top 5 or more longer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was a ranking thing. So that's what it was. All right. J Stocks, Prince, not mad at you. Prince got to go. Wallace, it's hard for me too, man. I think I keep Michael Jackson over Prince. And I think just come to just the catalog. There's some on the Michael Jackson catalog I like a little bit more. I love Prince, dude. This is ridiculous, Steve, for me to even have to put these two up against each other.
It is ridiculous.
That's called one got to go.
It is.
That's what I did. Don't hate me. Now let's get to America's favorite segment.
That's true.
Top 5.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
All right. That's right. This is America's favorite top 5 list. Because some people have a top 100, some have a top 50, some have a top 25, some even punk out and do a top 10. But this week, this was a tough one. This is a tough one. We're saying Grandizer both got to go. Keep Alexander O'Neal.
I'm not mad at Grandizer. I'm not mad at Grandizer at all, but bruh.
Or Bobby Caldwell. If you know, you know.
You know.
Top 5 NFL moves of all time. This is including trades and free agency.
You said NFL. I thought it was all sports, bro. So you did me in, man.
I specifically said NFL. I put that in there.
Oh, bro. All right. Hey, I got to pivot a little bit here, brother.
You got to pivot.
Yeah, I do.
I said, bro. Look, bro. Bobby Caldwell.
All right, I got it.
Okay, you got it? Because I got mine. I can go first. Typically, you go first.
I do. And I'm going to give you, it's okay. Here we go. No particular order, especially since I just had to scratch 3 things out that I had.
3?
Well, this is what I did. I tried to go find basketball, baseball, and football greatest free agent signings of all time, which would have been a little bit more dramatic, better. But it's okay, man. We'll do what you said.
Well, it's the beginning of the NFL. I tell you what, we'll do that. So you can keep those, have it written down somewhere. We'll do that later.
All right. Yeah. One's kind of a homer pick for me. Simeon Rice to the Buccaneers from the Arizona Cardinals. Kind of helped change that franchise out. A lot of people were ready to write Simeon off in Arizona, say that he was a bust. It wasn't worth the first-round draft pick. And came to Tampa and kind of revitalized his career, man.
True.
Peyton Manning to the Denver Broncos from the Indianapolis Colts because he kind of helped elevate that franchise again, got him another Super Bowl championship. I had to write that in on the damn fly. Drew Brees to the Saints from the Chargers.
That was big.
Made the Saints relevant, got a championship out of it. Just big. Another one, kind of, me, Jay Stoggs, when it comes down to these picks. Reggie White to the Green Bay Packers from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
A lot of people don't even remember Reggie White being in the Philadelphia Eagles uniform.
Yes.
But it was really big.
True.
1, 2, 3. That's only 3, huh? No, 1, 2, 3. That's 4. And biggest one to me is a person that impacted free agency twice. And that's primetime Deion Sanders. When he first left Atlanta and went to the San Francisco 49ers, made them champions, leaves San Francisco, goes to Dallas, and gets championships in Dallas as well. I mean, to me, man, that's
Yeah.
to
I
do it 2
agree.
times and impact the NFL the way you did, the number of times
Yeah.
you did it. That was a big one to me as well, man. So
I
prime
agree.
time Deion Sanders, bro.
Man,
Let go.
that's a great one. So in no particular order, again, in the top 5 NFL moves, and it was that impacted franchises and the league. I'm gonna start with this: Dickerson from the Rams to the Colts. So if you were around at the time, you may not have remembered that Eric Dickerson was a Colt, or maybe you don't remember he was a Ram. Of course, most of his records were when he was with the LA Rams, right? But yes, it was a big trade for Dickerson. It involved 3 different teams at the time, so it was a huge trade for Dickerson to go from the Rams to the Colts. In your hometown here, Tom Brady to Tampa, that was huge. That was really big because it was like, wait, is he retiring? Is he not retiring? What's
Right.
really going on? Yeah, Charles Hattie is another good one, but that move from Tom to become Tampa Tom, that was huge. Brett Favre was traded from the Packers to the Vikings, or not even traded when he went to the Vikings.
Well, who was that big for?
Well, it was big because that's just something you didn't do. It's not only in your conference, but it's in your division. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. Shannon
Okay.
Sharp is another good one. Broncos to the Ravens. Here's another one that, again, sticking with the old Bucks there, the creamsicles at the time. Steve Young was traded to San Francisco. Now, again, people may not realize, but Steve Young came into the league in the NFL from USFL to Tampa and was their quarterback.
Yeah.
And was considered a running quarterback, an athletic quarterback. He sat on the bench behind Joe Montana for a while, was very upset, right? And people said, well, he's not Joe Montana. He can't do it, and ended up winning championships for San Francisco. So I thought that was absolutely a big trade. And of course, they deemed this the trade. Herschel Walker to the Minnesota Vikings.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming
that was
because that revitalized the whole Dallas Cowboys franchise, bro. All the picks and stuff they got and what they were able to get from it.
That
Minnesota's
one
so
trade catapulted Dallas from the doldrums into elitism again. So yeah, absolutely. I have to mention this. Deion was on my list, and I scratched him out. I said, that's good, but this Steve Young it's a little bit better.
I can't believe you scratched that.
I did. Yeah, Doug Williams was with the Bucks as well.
Yeah, and then
before he went to
before he went to Washington and won the Super Bowl.
Before he went to Washington and won a championship there. So he was definitely on my mind. There's been a lot of great moves, a lot of big moves.
A lot of them.
Another one that I was considering was Jerome Bettis when he went from the Chargers to the Steelers.
Chargers to Rams, bro.
He was with the Chargers.
No, he wasn't. Jerome Bettis was with the Rams.
Okay. Okay, he's with the Rams.
Hey, Grandizer, tell him. Tell him, because if Grandizer's still on here, he knows. He's
I think he's still here.
As a matter of fact,
okay.
Put it up in your phone.
You know that's what I'm doing. If he is, okay, that's fine. You know what? I'm not even going to say he is or he isn't. I just,
I don't like to do this.
Rams.
I don't like to do this, but I told you so.
Okay. He was with the Rams. Anyway, he was on the West Coast. How about that? Really? But he went from there to the Pittsburgh.
I think you got him and Natron Means mixed up.
Maybe.
No, big running back out west.
Yeah. Yeah. Possibly. But that was huge. So, I mean, again, big moves, big moves like we're about to do right now. In saying thank you so much for listening and tuning in, the likes and the loves and the hearts and all of that. definitely with the chat. We love the chat. That is one of our most favorite things, I'd have to say. Keep it up. I'm the Buff Nerd, Jay Stoggs. Let's go.
And I'm Big Game James. Thank you all for tuning in to Big Game Sports Buzz. Remember, you can catch us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, smash that bell, and let everyone know what's going on. For Jay Stoggs, the Buff Nerd, again, I'm Big Game James. Until next week, y'all be easy. Peace.
Dope. This is a dope groove by Speed.
Yeah.